come on, one. My big...
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A carry here for Hunt. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A big gain there for the Bills.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Hunt. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run with Hunt. And a short gain here down to the 22. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. Swings this out for Hunt. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better. And if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Hunt. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 7th play coming now on this opening drive. This is 3rd and goal. Now Allen. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Allen now on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Josh Allen hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. To the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot. And they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And they want to get him involved here as well.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua, they'll set up the screen to Taylor. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. He gets it to Thomas. Thomas barreling ahead, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. From the gun, it's Tua. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. 7 yards the pickup there.
Michael Thomas. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and 3. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown Colts. Mike Evans. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run right side with Hunt, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. This one complete over the middle to O'Shaughnessy. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Allen. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Touchdown! Kareem Hunt, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bills have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
2 and now on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this is incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw going to be caught left side here by Granson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. First and 10, Taylor now. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
2nd and 5 now. Tua. This is complete to Michael Thomas. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. Tua on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. An NFL update. Second quarter now in Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. On play action, Allen. And that is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Allen. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Meanwhile, to a throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he gets it down to the 32.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field. It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On play action, here's Tua. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Colts 14. Rodrigo Blankenship.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Come to the line to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
At the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action, Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Allen off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big gain there for the Bills.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Isaiah McKenzie, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Second and 10. The option to give to Taylor here. Running right through him. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Second down and 7. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a give to Taylor. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
from the gun, it's Tua. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
We got this.
A big play that time on the catch and run.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Ready to go for their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the run, this is Hunt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Allen.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. This is Hunt. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bills look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on an end.
The Beatles make me wanna.
Bass on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Tua's throw taken in by Evans here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down, Indianapolis.
Tua sets up to pass it. To the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
And the Colts first down.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. This is caught by Evans. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Tua now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2.
Throwing again on second down. Tua. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills will take over here at their own 12-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now. And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run again with Hunt. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Check. Fresno. 58, right over there. Mike, 58, right there.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Going deep for Hopkins. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Now Sean McDermott is going to throw out the challenge flag. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Shoves him away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kylen Granson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Colts 28. Rodrigo Blankenship, the kickoff for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. So taking a risk here early in the new year. They're going to go for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Mike Evans with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
35-35. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here's Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Julian Blackmon on the tackle. 11 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Stop. 58, boys. 58. 58. Mike. Go. Go.
Allen. And that's complete to McKenzie. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Throwing is Allen. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Every eye in the stadium fixated on Rodrigo Blankenship. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is indeed good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And the Bills are going to recover. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Colts, they're back to 500 as they move to 4-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they dip to 2-5 now with the loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.